we're still trying to hammer this in and see how much we can get it flushed in here. So far it's way out there. The O-ring barely goes in, so I'm not sure if there's any direction, but just to be on the safe side, let's just double check there is. Pull it out, which we can't even pull it out now. Oh boy, I think I just touched a little bit of the gasket. Oh boy, it's just not a fun project here. Having to redo things that could have been dealt with beforehand had we remembered and had we known. But I got a bigger hammer here. Actually, this feels a little bit more, but I do caution the rubbing of the crankcase, so I'm gonna put this pad. Do you not learn, Michael? I grabbed it from inside, touched a little bit of the gasket, but it's fine. This hammer actually feels like it has a little bit more leverage. But before I make sure of it, it's like having a nail. All right, it's going. I can see it's going. There we go. All right, I just want to show you. It's going, but hopefully my luck won't run out. See, it's going halfway. Yeah, thank you for this big, huge hammer. It's got a lot of leverage. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna hold everything else secure. Give it another hammer. There we go. See it? Oh boy, it's not. Oh, okay. We got our dowel pins also coming off. Okay. Okay, there we go. Almost. You can see here we got less than maybe probably less than a quarter of a centimeter. Get all the way flushed, which is almost there. It's like a nail. See that right there? Just a little bit left. Okay, one more. That's it. There you go. It's starting to sound like it's now. It has to do with the crankcase. Oh boy, hopefully we didn't stretch this even more. But I believe this was already there in the top, if I'm not mistaken. We're not trying to break our crankcase. JB weld. Hopefully we're gonna go and sand this off really well and put some JB weld on it. Let's see if it's actually taken also from the other side as well. Kind of curious now if it's completely broken from 360. Nope, this side's still good. It just, whoa, it actually is showing almost a full U there. So we gotta be really careful. We're gonna get this sealed before we pour our gear oil, because that's one definitely needs to be taken care of. All right, we got that there. Happy. One down. Now it's time to go ahead and seal this. And remember this again. All right, so let's go ahead and put everything back right away, all the gears and everything, because we don't want any more exposure. There we go. All right. Towel here. Okay. Yep. Let's go and put all our backer dowel pins. Should be one right here, so there's one right here. Okay, dowel pins are in. Let's go and put our long shaft back in. Oh, great. This one just loves to come along with everyone. Okay. So we're going to put our long shaft back in here. All right. And we're going to face it, as you can see here, where I'm at working at. We're going to put that long shaft back in. Right again. Okay, we got the long shot back in. We want to face everything accordingly. The number 8 will sit on the top. See the number 8 here. We'll spin it. This is our top. It looks about right. This is pretty much direction we want to see where it goes. Okay, let's see if I can get around the other side. Okay, there we go. I want to make sure now. Okay, so we got that one there. Looks like it's perfect, good parallel. Oh, before we do that, let's screw the screw. And since this is a 12, we're going to go and torque it to about 10 pounds. There we go. First of all, I need something to support. See if I can get my toolbox. Go underneath it. If it goes underneath it, whoopie-doo. And just our luck, it goes underneath it. Okay, so toolbox is holding this flat. We're going to go and concentrate on torquing this 12 millimeter that we took it out. And let's go ahead and see where our 12 millimeter socket is. Where is our 12 millimeter socket? If I'm not mistaken, it's probably in the toolbox that we have it on top. Oh, it should be here then. This is actually where all the sockets are. This is 11 millimeter. This is, I'm not sure, this is 12, it's 9/16. If it's not in here, then it has to be still floating around somewhere with our pile. Come on, we're almost there. We're almost home. Oh, man. Okay. Where are you? That's what I can't stand. It's like, job's almost done, but there's always that one screw that wants to play, or socket that wants to play hide and seek while you, I don't know, this, I think this is 8 millimeter. No. Nope. Nope. Come on, 12 millimeter socket. Where would you just disappear to? Okay, let me go and find it, and I'll be right back. Alright, ended up finding one pretty much from our bucket here. I didn't want to have to dig through and try to find the same 12 millimeter socket. We have full right here. So I had to dig through all those just to get my 12 millimeter. Okay, so we got our 12 millimeter now, and you know what? We're still missing one thing we need from it. It's the extension. And that's the problem we had last time. The other one had an extension. So if that had the extension, that means wherever it's missing to, it would have the extension with it, right? Yeah, so now we also need extension to drive this one as well. It's a surprise. So we lost it with the extension. So without the extension, I mean, we can use an adapter and everything, but it's better to have the extension. So let me look for the extension on top. We have all our extension case here in the middle, and we need an extension. Doesn't have to be a long extension, but a fair enough one. There we go. We'll get the extension here. There we go. There's an extension right here. Okay, so we got the extension here. We're going to put our 12 millimeter socket in there. And we are going to torque this bad boy. Also, you know what I feel like doing is putting some Loctite on it. But I think the oil seal is supposed to do its trick. And knowing how fact that we, you know, it's in the gear oil mechanism, I definitely don't want to put any Loctite in there, just because it might actually fall right into the gear. So no Loctite. We won't put any Loctite in there. So here we go. We're just going to screw it in, and we're just going to make sure we torque it as much as we can here. Bye, Paul. Okay, pretty much we're going to go and set this to about, pretty much it's going to be 10 foot-pounds. So instead of going for 60, we're going to go for 120. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and, this is so cool. You just move it up like this. Just rotate it, and when you want it to stop, you let this one go. So we can rotate this way. So we go to 120. I think we went too far, maybe. Inch-pounds. Okay, a little bit few more. See it there? 100. It's only past 100, so we're not even there yet. And this is almost there. Okay, almost there. 110, 120 should be exactly that mark. Okay, there we go. I believe that's the 120 right there. But 120 falls below it, so we want to make sure that we get to the correct numeric. So the 120 indication is actually below. See, there we go. See the 120 right there? But its indication is lower. So I believe it's right there. Let's see if I go one more just to make sure it's not falling way below. Yeah, it's not. So going back. All right. There we go. That's the 120. You want to make sure it clicks first. There we go. Snaps. Okay, we're at the 120 mark now. Perfect 120. This will give us 10 foot-pound torque. And that's what this bolt's going to need. So we're going to go and torque it. Going to probably need both of my hands eventually for this one. We're also going to need to put our adapter. We're going to need a big adapter. So let's go and find our adapter set. An adapter to another adapter. It'll still work through the adapter at torque, but it's kind of nice to actually have the adapter for it though. We need a big adapter to a small adapter. So it's the opposite. This actually had an adapter for it. This is extension, but it's not adapter. Oh boy. So now we got another challenge. We have to actually get an adapter for our torque here. Or we can use the other one, this straight up for 10 foot-pounds. We can do that one. Let's go and do that one. That's the big enchilada. Alright. There we go. This one will take, it will take our extension, I believe. Oh, it's actually way too big. So we need to step down the extension. Let's see if we have adapter to step down the extension. I believe we do. Let's see. This doesn't look, this might be the step down extension. No, it actually makes it bigger. Oh. This okay. This will step up. We have everything going upward, but we don't have anything going forward, downward. This is unreal. Alright, it's just my luck. That means I gotta find a 12mm and a 1/4" size socket in order to use between the two. Okay, so I'm gonna go and search for the right tool and we'll be back. Okay, with all that digging we found it. There's the extension here. So we got our 1/2 inch socket, stepping it down to our 12mm nut. All this, this little guy. Alright, but it's better to have it torqued than not, so that way we know it's accurately. So now we got to set to make sure that our big boy here, it's not gonna go beyond pretty much 10 foot-pounds. And it actually, we don't have to do any conversion, we can just look at it. So these are all foot-pound gauges, so it's pretty much toward the very end because its minimum is 10 foot-pounds. So we go and screw it all the way out. I believe we're still spinning around here, so let me see if I can figure this one out. Okay, so we actually have to push in order to really, we push in like this, push toward it and then twirl it. It's like opening a medicine bottle. So see, there goes the last one is 10. And we want to make sure that, well, it's just zeroed it in. Okay, that's I think that is zeroed in. Okay, best I could tell is 10, so it's gonna be 10, and we're gonna give it a shot. Put our little converter there. I apologize, you guys have to bear with me on this one. That way you can bear witness with me also. There we go. All right. And where's our lug nut? Okay, we're going to try to get our lug nut without touching our gasket here. Our gasket is still really in good shape. So, see if I can go and get that in there by hand a little bit. Just a little bit is all I need. Hopefully the thread's not too bad. It's one thing having... Okay. I want to make sure I could twist a little bit more by hand. I feel more comfortable that way. Okay, it's going in by hand. Looks like it's balanced. All right. Okay. Gonna go and get our socket here. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. We'll find out. Okay. This is lefty. Okay. There we go. We're going to take it out of the socket first and do it by hand. Get as much as we can to twist it. There we go. There we go. It's going in. So. All right. For all the trouble you cause. There we go. All right. It says... We can still twist it by hand. Okay, I don't think we can twist anymore. So this is where we put our torque. Kind of need a little bit. There we go. There we go. I hear it. There it goes, snapping. Sorry. There we go. That's 10 foot-pounds there we got on there. Okay, that should do it. That should seal our deal. Oh boy, that was a trouble. That was a challenge right there. That was harder than putting everything else in. Now we got our cylinder head to a challenge next, so hopefully we can get all that done tonight, possibly. Let's see here. We're gonna set back our gear number. Hopefully it's not gonna fall. There we go. Alright there. Good lighting, huh? Okay. We want to make sure we resuscitate all our gears back. I think this was actually first. So we're going to go and put this one next. So we'll rotate. The 8 is facing this way. I want to make sure we still flow with it. I'm going to put this in, and I'm going to turn the other one some more. Actually, it might be the other opposite direction if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So this 8 here is going to go in this way. It's going to drive there, 37 there. So I have to face the 15. I think this goes like that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the 15's going up. Alright, we got the 15 now. Alright, see it? It says 15 on there. Barely see it, but it says 15 there. There you go, see the 15? Okay, the next one we'll put pretty much our, this is a line perfectly. Number 8. Make sure the line's straight up. Again, these are just preference. They're not mandatory to get this gear mechanism to work, but I kind of like to line my stuff. That way I can say that all my numbers are facing accordingly. If I ever need to troubleshoot, I know it's offset because I remember how I lined the markings. Okay, number 37 goes in next. It's gonna have to eat into that gear a little bit, I guess. See if it eats it. Not eating it. Oh, there we go. Now it ate it. It ate it. Okay, I think it's perfect. So we have the 15 here, and we have the 37 there. Okay, so, ooh, and this one's gonna go right into it. And let's go ahead and line this number back that we unfortunately had. Oh, forgot. We tied it together, of course. And there's no other way these are going to be jointed, which is fine. I can live with this. It helped me pull it off. Okay, buddy. That's what I was afraid of, all these little bugs and the breeze getting into it. See that little bug right there, that little green booger? It's got itself stuck now. I'm supposed to help it. You cause trouble. Oh boy. Oh boy. I have to give it a little tick. There we go. Just a little tick in there. It's not hurting. It's not that much pressure. Now we gotta swoop this little guy out of here. See if we can save him. He's going in deeper and deeper in trouble. Doesn't even realize I think I caught him in here now. Or is he still in there? Yeah, he's still in there. Oh, come on. I hate these things getting on your windshield and everything. All right. So all the numbers are on top, which is good. How about this one? Let's rotate this too to make sure it's cool. Have that number 8s also on the, not on top, but on the side, because that's how it looks like. Okay. What I should do now is take this shaft part off, but that's fine. We can manage. Okay, so the number 8. I think it stabilizes now. Okay, so now what we're going to do is drop this cover onto the unit. So that number 8 right there, you see that little number 8? And all these bugs are having a good old time with the light. So light equals a bug's attraction, bug attraction equals a little sticky. And it's, okay, there we go. All right, Mike. Again, we don't want that bearing to drop before we hit our gears. You can, once it rests in the gear, it's fine. Yes, looking good. I'm going to go and rest the light a little bit. Also breathe a little easier. Just hoping that O-ring did his job there and really smashed into it. Okay. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. Can't believe it. We were able to pull out the gasket in one piece. That's a lesson learned. And if you tell me I forgot anything else, I would just go ahead and throw in the towel. No, I wouldn't. This is a fun project still. Okay, so we got that in there. It seems like it's already clamped. It's flushed. We just want to make sure of that when we put in our screws. So we're going to go ahead and hand push it in just to make sure there's nothing else that actually could have blocked it. There we go. Okay, cool. So now it's time to go ahead and torque that specs. And we got just the other one back, the torque, to our 8mm screw with 6mm studs. So it's going to be 60 inch-pounds before we torque. There we go. Just going to torque it right here. Don't want to move any further. I'm going to take this off first. This clutch housing has saved us. There we go. Thank you very much for all your work. Okay, so we're going to put this back to 60. 60 inch-pounds. Wow, we went quite a ways up. There's 70. Now the twirl. There is 60. So we gotta get to that lower 60. See, it's the 60 still. Okay, we passed it, so we gotta go up. Gotta go up. Gotta go up. Almost there. Till it zeroes out. 60. There we go. We have 60. See there? We have 60 now, and that's 0. And it's locked in. It's not going anywhere. All right, we can put our 8mm socket. And then we're gonna go and put in our studs. Now I'm gonna keep in mind which direction here, since we're going from top view. So you can see, and we're gonna actually put in our red lock thread as well. And actually, they didn't do too bad to us, the red thread locker. Okay, we'll put in a cap. I think it's squeezing in there. It's really tricky. Sometimes it doesn't come out, and then eventually it just comes all out. There we go. Got a cap full here. I'm ready to do some business. I want to put the red locker here just in case it starts to spill in. And put this here in the gap here. That'll work. Okay, let's go ahead and dip these in, each one by one. You can see here. What a view. See if we can see a better view here. Try to anyways. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay, we're going to start from the top, right here. The 3 amigos on the top and 3 amigos toward the bottom. So 1, 2, and again 3. Skipping this one. This is actually for our CVT cover. Put some thread lock. There we go. Maybe this will do a trick. We put a little bit more this time. There we go. One's down. Next one. Maybe it is a good experience that we are able to troubleshoot it Unfortunately, we had to, but it was good that we were able to know how to actually maybe maneuver it the other way around it, so we can learn some better tricks just in case we ever need to do that again, which hopefully not in the future, because we'll remember this time. And I'm saying me, really. All right, there we go. You guys can see my mistakes and not have to worry about it. Okay, that one goes there. Yep, we were able to save a really nice gasket. I really like that gasket. I'm gonna get some more. It looks like 3 was not enough for it, so here we go. Squirt some more in there. It's ready. There we go. There we go. Gonna put that 3rd one in there. There we go. We got that one. And then we got this one. And now we got this last one here. And that should do it. We were able to salvage and save that gasket. Okay. What I'm going to do is try to suck this back in because I don't think we need any more of it. So there we go. Kind of like push a little bit on this and let it suck it back out of the cap. Sort of like a syringe. Okay. God, won't even turn it. Looks like the thread's almost, I guess, gone on the cap because we dipped our screws so many times in there, I guess. But that's okay. It's going to be pretty much used for this whole application. It'll be done. Alright, it's time to tighten them down by hand before we tighten them down by torque. So, there we go. Now you're back. And I think there's still plenty of gasket where it'll create the cushion, so we won't have to worry too much what will happen. Now we gotta go and resuscitate our Kickstarter here back to its position. And we're gonna put our dowel pins on this. It's gonna be great. And we can also line this as well to have it synchronize. Wow. There we go. I feel like the gasket's gone in a little bit.